Is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
You all ready for this? Mm-hmm. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just
stop.
This is a sham. Welcome to DBL.
Wow.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Just got insulted.
Just heck of a start.
We're just, rolling with our characters on the show.
Okay. All right.
We know our place.
Happy Friday, y'all.
Yes.
Good to see you guys.
I don't know why we always say we made it. I'm happy it's Friday. Put into work. Let's enjoy the weekend.
All right, let's do it.
It's going to be a good weekend.
It is going to be a
It's
good
gonna be a
weekend.
good weekend.
To that.
Everyone knows why. Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Dr. Dre are all promising a groundbreaking halftime show on Sunday. At a press conference yesterday, Dr. Dre said fans can expect a few surprises. Let's watch.
So there will be surprises.
Absolutely. There won't be any wardrobe malfunctions, though, if that's what
Snoop,
you're
you
wondering
so
about.
silly.
Snoop, I'm gonna need you to keep your shirt on, all right?
Stop it.
I may not.
No, I had to talk Snoop and Eminem out of pulling their out.
Whoa!
It's just,
Things took a turn.
It just
especially Eminem.
Sounds like our panel. This will be the first halftime show ever to be headlined by a hip-hop artist, and Dr. Dre said it's been a long time coming. Absolutely. Take a look.
Hip-hop is the biggest music, the biggest genre of music on the planet right now. So it's crazy that it took all of this and all of this time for us to be recognized.
Is it a halftime show or is Dre fighting somebody?
I know he's
Jack.
He's been for a while.
Yeah, he's big. But I can't be more excited about this halftime show.
Yeah, I just, Dr. Dre has a point. Hip hop is the biggest genre in the country right now. But let's go a step farther because it's been the biggest genre in every stadium and arena in America for the longest time. From the moment you walk in to what's happening in the locker rooms to what's happening in half times and in timeouts, it's always been hip hop. So this is just the first time that it's been palatable in society to have a hip hop star or hip hop legends actually rule and headline this show.
Yeah.
Which has been too long.
Right, I had
That's
never
crazy.
thought about that.
Yeah.
I just thought this was a great point.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's as we were sitting here talking about this, I just think about like how deep my roots with hip hop go, and like how I felt like I was the only one when Travis Scott did the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. He did a song called "Pop That." I believe that's the title of the song, and there's a little lyric in there where they add one line of a Biggie verse, and I remember sitting there listening, watching that on the Super Bowl, and thinking about when I first heard of the Notorious B.I.G. with my buddy Mike Lane, who's since passed away, and like how hip hop was this fledgling music that no one paid attention to. And just that line, which nobody in America knew what song it was from, but I remember that was from Ready to Die, and I remember the track that it was on. To see it come full circle where now it's just showcased, and like our music, our generation's music, let's be honest, we all relate to this music.
Absolutely.
It's really a coming of age as us, almost as a generation of adults. It's almost bigger than hip hop. This is our music. It speaks for us. It speaks to the connection to street, to life, to relationships, to all the great things that are in you and all the terrible things that are in you, and how you can make it come out as art. I'm excited.
And brings everybody together. Cultures,
really
races,
does.
everybody.
It really does.
Sexuality, everything.
I think it's a statement that it's at the Super Bowl halftime show. That is the main genre of like pop culture. I also think Jay-Z should be really given a lot of applause for producing this halftime show. I wish award shows would get a little more modern. This just feels like what we wanted at the right time, at the right moment. He had the finger on the pulse, and this is what we're missing at like the Oscars. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So, yeah, I just think you need someone like a Jay-Z who gets it and isn't like, I'm an old white man. I mean, I'm not saying you need someone like a young person of color. I'm just simply saying it is out of touch.
Somebody that's, well, I mean,
it's out of touch.
I never thought we make a lot of jokes at your expense, story. That's why I love you. You're my girl. I truly, like, you are my sister. You know how close we are. And like, I had never thought about that. Maybe because, every time we do an award story, it's always Golden Globes, the viewership is down. Viewership is down. It's not going to be down for the Super Bowl. Now, I know the Super Bowl is a different animal. But maybe instead of approaching these things the same way, like we don't know why the rating's down, give the people what they want. When the people are getting what they want, we're leading our show with it. Mm-hmm. So maybe they should change it. I don't know.
It's a power struggle because it used to be that pop culture was dictated by the very people who are being told that they're out of touch right now. So right now, it is a power struggle. It's like the people don't know what they want until we tell them what they want. But the truth is, now with social media, there's this galvanization of the people who are saying, well, we have a pretty loud voice here, guys. Why is no one listening to us? And that's the reason why they're not as engaged as they have been in the past.
Or just the numbers itself. They're going to be outstanding. The halftime show, you're right, with the Super Bowl. But maybe executive producers should start acting like it and stop listening to social media. Fancy Shoes 22 thinks that show stunk. Well, let's take it off. What are you talking about, fancy nerd?
But that's kind of like the antithesis of what I'm saying. Because if there's enough Fancy Shoes 214, then that means that Fancy Shoes decides what rules.
There's a lot of Fancy Shoes that think they know it all out there.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't.
All right, so that's going to be my new handle. Absolutely.
Fancy Shoes.
Speaking of the big game, there'll be also a lot of big bets going on. 31.5 million Americans plan to bet on this year's game with an estimated $7.6 billion on the line. But we thought it'd be fun to look at some of the more unusual things people wager on this year. Thank you, Al Jackson. For example, you could bet on if there will be a wardrobe malfunction on the stage during the halftime show. Dr. Dre might have given the answer earlier, okay? And you could bet on the color of Snoop Dogg's shoes and whether he will smoke on stage.
He will.
Wow. What I wouldn't give to be Snoop Dogg's friend and ask him before he did it.
Yes.
And wager my house
or
on
just make the easiest bet of all time and say yes.
Well, no, the shoes.
Oh, the shoes. That's, yeah.
Yeah, the odds on him smoking, I don't think are very good.
I don't know.
In LA, where it's recreational, for sure.
That's what I mean.
Oh, good. We're on the same page.
I'm saying the odds, like when you bet, you're going to have to put down $1,000 to win one.
Okay,
I don't know.
Maybe I should break down.
On TV, though, it's not a slam dunk.
It's Snoop Dogg. All right. I'll take that bet,
that's
buddy.
good.
I'll bet you. You can put money down on the color of the Gatorade that's dumped on the winning coach. You can also place a 50-50 bet on the opening coin toss, heads or tails. Now, that's what I was talking about. Odds, that's your best bet of the whole game.
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're going to get straight even
That's
odds.
what you want is 50-50.
If you're going to take all your money and throw it on one bet, do it on the coin toss because it's 50-50.
I'm tails all the way.
Tails never fails, except when Tori bets on it. I'm going heads.
I'm always heads.
I'm going heads for sure this year. And this is one we've all been debating. Yes, you can bet on the first song to kick off the halftime show. I'm just going to blurt it out. They're already playing it. Who does not expect California Love to be the first song?
I do not, and do you know why?
Why?
Tell us.
Because they're playing it right
They wouldn't
there. They
hit
are
it.
not going to play the song from the commercial.
That's our producers who did that.
No, that was a commercial. That was a commercial.
I bet you anything.
So
that was their producers who did that.
Right, yeah. And then our producers play with their producers.
That's a good
but
point
so
out.
I don't think that they would be like, you remember the song from the commercial? Here it is again. I think they're like, that's a song that they know is gonna grab everybody.
Totally
it's gonna
agree.
make you turn around in your living room.
I think
I think they're coming with still DRE. I think it's still gonna be still Dre.
No, because then it's just highlighting Dre. California
I agree
Love
with that. I agree with that idea.
The Super Bowl's in California. You're highlighting where you're at. You're highlighting where they grew up specifically.
But why foreshadow it with this ad that's going to get a lot of public attention?
Because everyone knows that's going to be the first song.
I think you're right. They used it for the ad. And
so you want to place a little wager?
Yes.
Right now?
Yeah.
That you're never going to pay?
Yeah. And also, I don't know any of the songs, but I know as soon as it's on, I'm like, yeah.
And I think that's what popular culture music is. It's like you might not really know the artist or where it came from, but like you know that every time you've been out, that's been played for the last 20 years, and that's what they want from people. So I think here's what's going to happen. It's going to be all black. That piano from Still Dre, the dun 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 dun, and then a light comes down, just one light in the stadium. It's Snoop Dogg, and he starts rapping, and that's going to be the beginning of the show. That because Dre is the grandfather of all this. He found Snoop. Eminem. Eminem found 50 Cent. Dre is the top of this family chain. I'm calling it now.
What if?
All right, I like where we're going.
I agree. I agree with Dr. Dre is bringing this all together. What if there is a California Love, but we're not going because we're not getting the full
mismatch.
So maybe there is like an intro we were brought in. I still think we're going to be brought in somehow with California Love. You got to tie it all together.
I'm with you.
But not the actual California. Maybe it's like a remix of California Love.
Do you think Eminem will sing, "You only got one shot to the mom spaghetti"?
Lord, I can't.
No, but you know that song?
I can't.
Ichabod Crane was rapping.
When you made fun of that old white man earlier.
Oh my gosh. You were like a strobe light and I almost had a seizure. That's how off. Because sometimes people are so off on their rhythm that it activates my vertigo, and that's exactly what just happened with you.
Only a person that had a cane that they whittled from wood themselves would rap like that.
Dude,
That's
Tori and the Monopoly guy listening to Eminem.
Mom spaghetti. I think that'd be fun though, because it's like the
You
Super
think they're
Bowl.
gonna
You got
open with
one
that?
shot. No. But I think that will be the Eminem song, because he did. I don't think it'll be Slim Shady, because they did that on MTV VMAs already.
But they got to introduce him. The song literally says, "Hi, my name is."
I know, but I
and
think
it's introducing him, and that's how he was introduced to the world. I remember when they debuted the video. I'm that old.
I know, but the VMAs already did that with all the M&Ms, and I also think that
point.
one
Good
shot
point,
is
good point.
very Super Bowl.
You know what we're doing up here? We're the no shoes, fancy shoes, judging how Dre is going to produce this show.
Yeah.
And we know nothing about it.
Yes, but we're here to speculate.
We're excited.
So excited.
Me and Erica are on California Love Side.
The Super Bowl
Coming
halftime
up
show.
on DBL, we sit down with Mira Sorvino to talk about her new comedy horror show, plus a preview of the new Kardashian show on Hulu. Erica's breaking it down for us in our weekly edition of What Erica's Watching.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration.
Closed captioning provided by
Live next week on DBL. Hootie and the Blowfish frontman Darius Rucker joins us live. Lifestyle expert Kim Douglas will be here live as holistic plastic surgeon Dr. Yoon is back all next week, only on DBL.
Did he open with blurred
Let's get a
lights or
generation,
whatever?
make a ration. I won't stop for thee.
Yeah, it was-
I don't know the words. I don't know. I just said I won't stop for thee. I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows really.
Okay, does anyone know those words though, actually?
I don't know the words.
I guess what I was thinking is
I'm like,
the one
I
shot.
just know. We don't need no hate.
I mean, but isn't that really like what every song is? Is like Don't Stop Believing. Like everybody kind of knows, like, you know, a midnight train. What is it, going to nowhere?
To
Even though
Georgia?
clearly no one. No, that's another
It's
song.
just a
Journey's song.
city girl living in a lonely world.
That was the White
She's
Sox.
sitting in a midnight train going anywhere.
Tori said she's living in a midnight train. You absolutely
She
said
is a
it.
hobo by choice. Some will lose. I grew up a White Sox fan, so I know it a little bit more than
That's
And that's like the ultimate like bar song. You know what I mean? Like when you or stadium song.
What bar though?
Which one?
Talking Loyola.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was a Broadway show. It's a Broadway show.
Is it Dane?
Hamilton.
Yes!
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Jeff and I basically grew up together, but we didn't know it. We went to the same
Me
places.
and Erica, like this flashback, 20 years. This is me and Erica. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like for
Just two
sure.
strangers
For
passing
sure.
at the bar.
That'd be really
At the
cool.
same spots all the time.
I'm like, yeah, because that was it was Penny Pictures at Hamilton's
Yeah.
on Monday nights.
I thought it was Tuesday.
Okay, it was
Maybe.
Tuesday,
I don't know.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
because
that-
Monday nights was.
How did it start? I'm sorry.
Monday nights was at DePaul's campus in Lincoln Park, and it was 25-cent pictures at McGee's.
Yeah. Oh, man. Those were the days, huh? Those were the days.
Remember those days?
Yeah, I can't do it anymore.
The Kardashians are keeping up with their press, plus 2 male rappers are being exposed, no cap. All of this in this week's What Erica's Watching. Okay, first, although The Kardashians has yet to premiere, the trailer for the new reality show dropped and it's already causing some controversy. Their use of Nina Simone's song, Feeling Good, which is a banger, is being called cultural appropriation in the comments.
It's a new life for me, yeah.
take is it just happens to be Black History Month, so we really are trying to take ownership over what is ours. But in the eyes of Kris Jenner, there is no such thing as bad press. So I guess they're still feeling good. So next, Nelly's apologizing for accidentally sharing the video of him in the middle of a sex act. Now it leaves little to the imagination, and some say it was a deliberate thirst trap that simply went south because of all of the shady comments. And although we've yet to hear about a Yeezy sex tape, eye-raising details about Kanye's package was revealed in yesterday's episode of The Real Housewives of Miami. And housewife Adriana did not hesitate to say she enjoyed getting more than an eyeful.
What the is Adriana talking about?
I'm not bringing up your friends, so maybe you shouldn't bring up my friends. He's a public figure. Everyone in my life is a public figure.
Now, it's getting pretty messy out here in these reality TV streets, and these intimate details that are constantly being leaked are really going to give TMZ a run for their money. But in the meantime, keep up the algorithm, folks. Now, finally, Monica shared a text message with her mom teaching her how to use the trendy term no cap, which, just so you know, pretty much means not false or simply true. And the example the singer gave was priceless. She texted, "Mom, if someone says Monica can't sing, that's when you say cap, which clearly means false. No cap." Now, I'm just gonna talk to my mother really quickly so y'all can listen in. Mom, if you're watching, let's just stick to true or false, because the way you mess up slang, I don't need a hat or no hat situation. We just need to keep it clean, okay? Now, share with me anything that catches your eye by using the hashtag DBL Erica Watch, and we'll be right back.
Suffer from. It's a time-honored tradition to see the winning team at the Super Bowl put on a hat or shirt to proclaim their victory. It's all made days in advance, so players and fans can wear it right away. Verify viewer Ross texted us to ask, does the NFL donate the losing team's merchandise? So Ross, let's verify. Our sources are nonprofits Good 360 and World Vision. World Vision used to partner with the NFL until the mid-2010s and explained in a blog post that the NFL pre-prints 300 shirts and hats for both teams of the Super Bowl. Retailers in each team's home market also place orders for merchandise. Here's one proclaiming the Patriots the winners in 2008, but the Giants actually won that year. When a team loses, the apparel is shipped from stores to Good 360, which distributes thousands of items to nonprofits in pre-approved countries in Africa, Asia, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East.
We work with the NFL for about 8 years now, and we make sure that those goods are handled in a way that will drive social impact, but also protect the NFL brand and the brands of the teams that are involved.
Good 360 says it works with verified partners to ensure the items are really needed, such as sending sweatshirts to cold climate areas while also trying not to harm the local economy.
For example, if a region relies on a textile industry to provide local jobs and also income through the commerce that comes from that industry, we want to be really sensitive to that.
So we can verify it's true. The NFL does donate the losing team's merchandise. Good 360 says it has also handled apparel from the losing teams in the AFC and NFC championship, and it's partnered with other sports like Major League Baseball to donate apparel from the losing team of the World Series. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
She's an Academy Award-winning actress who was allegedly blacklisted by Harvey Weinstein after she refused his advances. But with the truth comes a resurgence of her career, including a new horror show. Ooh. Earlier, we spoke with the Mira Sorvino. Take a look.
Please welcome back to the show Academy Award-winning actress Mira Sorvino. Yes, Mira, thank you for joining us. So a couple of weeks ago, I was really moved when you posted a very sweet photo of you and your dad, the amazing Paul Sorvino, saying that you missed him. Every morning I wake up missing my father. Has COVID changed how much you get to see each other?
Yes, it's been really terrible. I have not seen him for over a year.
Wow.
So it's been really, really bad, and I miss him with all my heart, and I'm really hoping that's going to change soon.
Yeah, I hope so for you. We all can relate to a degree. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Mira, you did a very open and honest interview with Vanity Fair recently, and you talked about Harvey Weinstein. Now, he's currently appealing his convictions. Do you have any concern that justice might be overturned?
Look, anything's possible because we just saw it happen with Bill Cosby, but I don't think so, because the preponderance of evidence, the preponderance of witnesses, victims of his who have come forward, I mean, it's unprecedented, and I don't think he'll be able to wiggle out of it. I think that it's been established that he is a serial rapist and a very, very bad, horrible individual who's really messed up a lot of lives.
Absolutely. All right, Mira, let's get into your latest project now, Shining Vale. Some people on social media are calling it Scream meets Twin Peaks. Now, is that an accurate description?
I hadn't heard that. Look, we've got Sherilyn Fenn in it, who was in, I believe, the original Twin Peaks. But maybe, I think it goes back a little earlier in terms of genres. Like, look, literally the name Shining Vale. The Shining.
Right.
We live on Elm Street. My name is Rosemary, like Rosemary's Baby. Like, we have tips of the hat to all the classic, late 20th century horror. And my character, Rosemary, is from the 50s. She was a housewife in the 50s, and she is a spirit ghost, muse, whatever you want to call her, who comes to kind of haunt Courtney. Courtney's the only one who can see her. Courtney has her character, Pat, who's a writer. And I think there's a lot of that sort of old-fashioned Hitchcockian feeling to it as well.
Ooh.
Do you believe yourself in supernaturals?
Ooh, good question.
As Isaac Bashevis Singer said when he was asked, Mr. Singer, you write often about Divots and ghosts in your books. Do you believe in them? He said, I don't know if I believe in them, but I'm afraid of them.
Good answer.
It's that when you're in the basement and lights go out,
Right.
you run, but really nothing's down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe in respecting the idea, even if you don't believe. I'm gonna give my respect.
Better safe than sorry.
Exactly. You want them to leave you alone. Now, you mentioned Courtney, as in Courtney Cox, your co-star. How do your two characters interact on the show?
She has come to the country they bought this big giant house on Elm Street, and I kind of meet her in the attic or in the basement, or, all these kind of the closet, all these sort of hidden places in the house, and try and encourage her to come out of her shell, live a little, be daring, let's take this shot, even though she's been sober for 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Let's go crazy is my admonition to her. Let's go crazy.
What a cast. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to see you play this part. Season 1 of Shining Vale will stream on Starz starting on March 6th. Mira, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. We hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Thank you.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Stimulus payments were a lifeline to millions of Americans during the pandemic. And every time the Treasury mailed out those checks and deposits, we received email after email from some of you asking, "Where's my check?" On social media, some of you claim you can still collect that money through your taxes. So let's verify. If you think you're owed more stimulus money than you got, is there a way to get the remainder when you file your taxes? Our sources, the IRS website and spokesperson Luis Garcia and Henry Grez of the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. Let's start with the third stimulus, the most recent one. The IRS says if you're eligible and didn't get one or didn't get the full amount, you can claim something called the Recovery Rebate Credit when you file your taxes.
The Recovery Rebate Credit is a way to reconcile with the amount that you were actually owed and the amount you received, so that if there's more coming your way, you'll get it through that Recovery Rebate Credit when you file your return.
If you don't remember how much you got, check your IRS online account or check your mailbox for a letter by the IRS for this purpose. It's called Letter 6475.
If you don't fill out that worksheet, the IRS isn't going to do it for you. So you need to fill out the worksheet and make sure you put the proper numbers in there.
Our experts say if you don't ordinarily file a tax return, you should go ahead and do it. You may be able to get that stimulus payment retroactively if you missed out. Now, let's say you still haven't got all your money from your first and second payment. The IRS says don't claim any of that on your 2021 taxes. That's info you should have included on your 2020 return. If you want to try and still get it, the IRS says file a 2020 tax return if you haven't already, or amend your 2020 tax return if it's already been processed. So we can verify, yes, there is a way to get your stimulus money by filing taxes. Got something you want our researchers to look into? Email us at verify@WUSA9.com. With Verify, I'm Matt Gregory.
For the casual hockey fan who only tunes in during the winter games, here are a few common terms. Face-off. This is how play begins. The puck is dropped between two players who try to gain possession. Power play. If Team A has a player in the penalty box, then Team B has more players on the ice. Team B has a power play. Blue line. Two blue lines cut the rink into 3 zones, the neutral zone and the end zones. Center line, the red line that divides the rink in half. Goal line, the 2 red lines that run the width of the rink and are lined up with the goal opening. Icing, if a player shoots the puck and it crosses the center line and opponent's goal line, that's icing. Offside. This is one of the most confusing rules for non-hockey fans. Basically, it means that if Team A has possession, then the puck must cross the blue line into Team B's zone before the attacking players do. If a player from Team A enters the zone before the puck, then Team A is offside. There are other nuances to offside, but that is the simplest definition.
Welcome back to DBL. All right, we're almost out of time. You want to do some Super Bowl predictions here, Al? Or song predictions?
I have an unpopular opinion.
I want to hear
Mary
it.
J. Blige, Real Love will be sampled.
Okay.
People haven't said it. It's going to happen.
Family Affairs is definitely getting out
I'm going to give everybody their best bet. Win extra cash this weekend. There's a bet. Will there be lowriders, the cars that kind of bounce and with the rims? They're definitely going to come out in those. They're definitely going to come and meet at the 50-yard line in those bouncing like lowriders.
All right, lowriders.
I think Eminem, again, I'm just going to repeat it. It's only going to be one shot, my shot.
All
Hit it.
right.
Hey, yo.
I'm going Rams 27, Bengals 20. That's where I'm going.
No. I'm going Bengals 35, Rams 31.
All right, wow, close one. All right, DBL's new every day. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Don't need no hate.